Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins, where, as you can see, we are playing a mage, still going through the mage's intro story. Last time we performed the harrowing, a rite of passage for mages as they move up in the school. You don't really get to spend very much time in the education system, so it's kind of unclear as to what you're actually supposed to do after this point. But this is apparently a pivotal moment in which Templars pull you out of bed in the middle of the night, and under threat of death.
Of course.
Under threat of death, you must perform this harrowing, which itself isn't particularly harrowing. The test itself isn't. The threat of death.
Always watching. I swear it's like the walls have eyes.
Hey, did you hear about that apprentice they're going to send for?
Shh.
Talk to Bran. He's the chatty one.
Yes, is there something you need?
That's a big door.
Yes, it is. Do you need something, or are you just here to state the obvious?
Can you open the door?
The Knight Commander would have my head if I did that. Besides, I hear it takes no less than 4 grown men to open this door.
I can't leave then?
No, you may not. I'm surprised you ask. I would have thought you'd be used to this idea by now.
Why can't I leave?
Only mages on official circle business are allowed to leave the tower, and the first enchanter has not informed us of any mages leaving the tower today.
Is this the only way out of the tower?
The only safe one, as far as I know. There are windows on the higher levels, but surely you don't need me to warn you of the dangers of leaping from them. It never ends well.
What's out there?
For Eldon, it's not very interesting. Mostly farms, the occasional river.
Alright.
Make a smile fortune on you.
I'll get going. So yeah, it's like everything else around this. The people who have been essentially brought here as children because of their potential abilities with magic. Forced to stay in the tower because of Ferelden's fear of magic. The threat of death if you do not properly complete this test that you have not actually really prepared for because no one talks about what it actually is. Have I been through that room? Yes, I have. The actual test itself is not particularly harrowing. The test is more of like a demonstration of intuition, combined with like your appreciation for the dangers that come with the pursuit of power, and also your own ability to gauge whether or not somebody is trying to deceive you. Really, it's more of a test of deception. That is a tall bookshelf. Would you like a book from the top of the stack? Good luck. I see no ladders or staircases here. I can use magic to try to get that book, but my only spells are fire, magic blast, and lightning. So you'll also get every other book on that shelf. But yeah, right now I am... What am I doing? Irving wants to see you. As I've completed my harrowing. There's the basement, but I don't need to go there yet. I will go there eventually. Just not yet. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do with all these private documents or blank vellum.
Must control the fire with your will. Keep the flames steady. We don't want it sputtering and leaping about. That's what causes most of the injuries.
Injuries? But...
Steady. It reacts to your emotions. If you panic, it will... No. Breathe. You know, in my experience, flint and tinder works just as well. Maybe we should start with that. Ah, congratulations on your harrowing.
Thank you. I tried my best, for whatever it was. Apprentice mage, how are you?
I perfected my ice spells yesterday.
Congratulations. Hopefully they'll let you out of the tower so you could actually use
What do you
them.
think that means? Can anyone tell me?
Hey!
No, that's not what it means.
It means that magic should be used to help people, but we can't use our magic to force people to do what we want.
That's right. We should not abuse the gift the Maker has given us.
Which actually kind of makes magicians in this game a little bit closer to, what was it, Isaac Asimov's... Is it Isaac Asimov's law on robots? Or am I confusing my science fiction writers? I think I'm confusing my science fiction writers. But it's some law on robots, and that, like, machines are only meant to help people.
Concentrate, move the shield. If I put all my power behind that spell, you would have been obliterated. I am not your enemy. Fear is your enemy. It is a weakness that can be exploited.
It is the mind killer.
Face a demon.
This is well known.
Consume you. Is that what you want?
Apprentice mage, apprentice mage. These 4 books must be really important. You can't click on them, but I'm sure they're really
And so I
important.
shall.
Alright, and now we have Owain, who is a tranquil. Someone who has been, like, cut off from magic, but it's somehow the process of cutting him off from magic means that he has lost emotion and or passion.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
What is the stockroom for?
The stockroom.
I like how
stores
all these
components
questions
used in
are just
magical
so
and
basic.
alchemical experiments. Do you require something?
Like, there's so many basic questions that are given as dialogue choices, largely for the player. Like, if you as a mage would know what the stockroom is for, but you as the player exploring the world would not know what the stockroom is for, possibly. Are you really a tranquil mage? I would never have noticed.
I voluntarily submitted to the rite of tranquility. I was unwilling to undergo the harrowing. I find this state agreeable.
You actually like being this way.
I see the world with clarity. I remember the days when my mind was filled with inconvenient and seething emotions. Now things are simple.
What happened during the Rite of Tranquility?
I was ordered to never speak of it. I cannot go against the Circle's wishes.
I should go
Very
now.
well. Goodbye.
Alright, so we've got a bit of a loop to go through. Let's try to find Irving. Oh, it's a mage. Who would have expected to find a mage
If I
here?
were you. She's been rather testy lately.
Who?
Senior Enchanter, Leora, over there.
Oh. Again,
I hear Irving's very proud of you.
like, this is kind of like something that I've mentioned in regards to Fallout New Vegas. Like, in Fallout 3, in Fallout 1, Fallout 2, 4, you're essentially playing as a new character to the world around you. But in New Vegas, you technically exist in the world prior to the beginning of the game, which means in theory you have people who know you. But in the game, it seems the only person you seem to know is the messaging company you work for, and even there's very little going on.
You're not going to keep the first enchanter waiting, are you?
Clearly I am. Thank you. Also, I believe Leora has a quest for you later on. Like, she asks you to go into that locked room behind her to do something. I forget what. Kill rats, maybe? Hello.
Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker. Blessed are the penitents who seek his return. Blessed is the prophetess, purified by
What does the
flame.
penitent
May
one
the
do?
chant reach the
The
maker's ears and
penitent
tell him
man
of our contrition.
kneels.
So let it be. Oh, I didn't see you there. I recite the Maker's blessings every day. It brings me peace in troubled times.
I should not interrupt your meditations.
Oh, all right then. I should go. My mentor only allows a few minutes each day for religious contemplation.
How is this place not a prison? It's like a half school, half prison. Like, in theory, like Harry Potter could leave the school, but...
I heard about your harrowing. Congratulations. Andraste must have smiled upon you.
But clearly that is not the case here. Ooh. Codex the Maker. Am I going to worry about the Codex? Probably not. Because there is a lot of it. When the lore of the game becomes a book in itself, there's Master Irving. I generally avoid worrying about reading it all. That's generally something that can be done at one's own time, and I admit I usually don't do that. I think back in the day, back when Mass Effect 1 was new, I tried to read a lot of the codexes.
Hello. I don't believe we've met. Are you new to the Circle?
I'm a newly harrowed mage, but I've lived here all my life. And then I find, like, you're asking, like, who the Liara is, so you probably know who that is. But at the same time, you're like, I've been here my whole life, sir.
I'm sorry. There are so many of you, and I get confused. Not to mention, these old eyes are starting to go.
Everyone makes mistakes, I suppose.
You're too kind. I'm old and about to fall apart. Nothing in the world can fix that.
You should rest more, not be in the library.
But I enjoy the library. These books, they're old friends of mine. And it's quiet.
It's pretty quiet everywhere.
You'll appreciate
well, I suppose
quiet.
except for the other libraries, where they're testing magic. I think I should go. And that, I suppose, leads to another question. Why are they testing out fire spells in the middle of a library? Like, the guy just throws a fireball at this guy with an ice shield to test out, like, his ability to... Four schools of magic, for opposition in all things, for earth, sky, for winter, summer, for darkness, light. By my will alone and balance sundered in the world be given new light. It seems like a bad place to do that. Hello, Edric.
You need something. If not, step back. You're in my light.
No, I'm not your light.
I'm trying to study. Have some consideration for a fellow mage.
Very well, I'll leave you alone.
Good day.
You have tons of light. What a jerk.
That's not likely. The Chantry would do something before it came to that. I think someone's here to speak to you, Senior Torren.
All right.
No, I need to go over here to grab some books off the shelf that I will not read.
I
So yeah, in Mass Effect 1, I did try to read the codexes, but as the series progressed, like, it just kind of felt more and more like an interruption to playing the game more than anything else, considering how long a lot of these codex entries become. And it's a lot about building the lore of the world. Whereas opposed, like, you look at a game like Control, the lore tends to, like, the pages themselves are much shorter. There are a lot of them,
hello. Congratulations on your harrowing last night. Good work.
What were you talking about earlier?
Oh, the fraternities of the enchanters. You probably haven't heard of them. It's best not to get tangled up in circle politics. More trouble than it's worth, really.
I mean, the older I get, the more likely I'll need to be tangled up.
They're found in all circles throughout Thedas. Groups of enchanters who hold similar viewpoints, who band together to make their voices heard. The most influential fraternity are the Equitarians. They are moderates and believe in a code of conduct that all mages should adhere to. Then there are the Chantry apologists, the Loyalists. The Chantry says something and they follow it to the letter. The Lucrosians just want to make money, and the Isolationists would like us all to be hermits and live on an island. Then of course there are the Libertarians. They want more power for the Circle, more autonomy.
Which do you belong to?
Well, if I had to, I'd say I was an Equitarian, but I ducked out of the fray a long time ago. Most of the senior enchanters are Equitarians. Irving, Wynne, Sweeney. Ulrid's a Libertarian, and a loud one at that. Mages have enough opposition from the outside without tearing our circles apart with infighting. But what can you do?
Giving up doesn't help anyone.
An idealist, I see. Well, if you're going to change the world, you should get started immediately. Lots of world to cover.
No doubt. Let's save our game. Even though we haven't really done anything. We've just kind of wandered around the library. Where's Head Enchanter Irving? Yeah, talking to the
Many have
Knight
already
Commander.
gone to Ostagar. Wynne, Aldred, and most of the senior mages. We've committed enough of our own to this war effort.
Your own? Since when have you felt such kinship with the mages, Gregor? Or are you afraid to let the mages out from under Chantry supervision, where they can actually use their Maker-given powers?
How dare you suggest?
Gentlemen, please. Irving, someone is here to see you.
It's Duncan. First Enchanter.
If it isn't our new brother in the circle. Come, child.
This is...
Yes, this is he.
Well, Irving, you're obviously busy. We will discuss this later.
Of course. Well, then, where was I? Oh, yes, this is Duncan of the Grey Wardens.
Is this why you had me summoned? Pleased to meet you. A Grey Warden in the tower? What's he doing here? Pleased to meet you.
You've heard about the war brewing to the south, I expect. Duncan is recruiting mages to join the King's army at Ostagar.
That's all you want to tell me. Why? Who are we fighting? I would like to defend fairly. Who are we fighting?
The Darkspawn threat grows in the south. We need all the help we can get.
That's all you want to tell me? What are Darkspawn? What do you mean? Darkspawn are a dwarven problem. Which I suppose might have been a assumption people would have made in this world. Because the dwarves tend to live underground, the Darkspawn tend to emerge from tunnels underground.
They have formed into a horde in the Korkari Wilds and threaten to invade north into the valley. I fear if we don't drive them back, we may see another blight.
Duncan, you worry the poor lad with talk of blights and darkspawn. This is a happy day for him.
We live in troubled times, my friend.
Clearly.
We should seize moments of levity.
I suppose not
especially
dying
in
is a
troubled
happy day for
times.
anybody.
The harrowing is behind you. Your phylactery was sent to Denerim. You are officially a mage within the circle of magi.
Yeah, the phylactery. That would be a sample of his blood, which would essentially allow... Yeah, my leash, you mean. The phylactery is a sample of your mage's blood sent to Denerim, which essentially allows people to find you. Which, I suppose that means that somebody in Denerim uses blood magic. Thank you, First Enchanter.
I'm sorry, what is this phylactery?
Blood is taken from all apprentices when they first come to the tower, and is preserved in special vials.
So they can be hunted if they turn apostate.
We have few choices.
And then apostate is runaway mage.
Is looked upon with suspicion and fear. We must prove we are strong enough to handle our power responsibly. You have done this. I present you with your robes, your staff, and a ring bearing the Circle's insignia. Wear them proudly, for you have earned them.
I'm glad to be a part of the Circle. What happens now?
Patience, child. You have been through an ordeal. Let us not rush things. It goes without saying that you shall not discuss the harrowing with those who have not undergone the rite. Now then, take your time to rest, or study in the library. The day is yours.
I will do that.
I will return to my quarters.
Would you be so kind as to escort Duncan back to his room, child?
Does Duncan not know where his quarters are? It would be my pleasure.
The guest quarters are on the east side of this floor, close to the library. Now, if you'll both excuse me, I have matters to discuss with Gregor.
All right. Let's put on our fancy new clothes, which would be our mage's robe, which gives us +1 to magic. Looks just as terrible as the previous outfit. We got a new staff. One is +2 to spell power. This one is +1 to magic. And then also there's a ring of study, just +1 magic. Let's replace the band of fire with it. Okay. Any books I can steal? The answer is no. Alright, Duncan. Follow me to your quarters. Even though you're a experienced and accomplished Grey Warden... Oh, hold on. Nope, those are just candles. I'm sure you will have trouble finding your way across to the other side of this building.
For escorting me.
Why, hello, Joanne.
I'm glad I caught up to you. Are you done talking with Irving?
Hello again. I think I am. Were you following me? Going through another person? I think I am for now.
I need to talk to you. Do you remember what we discussed this morning?
Can this wait? Or, of course I do. Why are you whispering? It looks very suspicious. Also, I'm pretty sure noise travels down these halls.
Shh! I just want to make sure we're not overheard. We should go somewhere else. I don't feel safe talking here.
You better not be wasting my time. You're starting to worry me, Joanne.
I've been troubled. I'll explain. Come with me.
Oh yeah, because he's worried that they're going to make him tranquil, and he does not want to be.
We should be safe here.
You realize there's a priest standing right here?
Not a priest. I am merely an initiate.
Joanne, what's going on?
A few months ago, I told you that I met a girl. This is Lily.
An initiate? That's forbidden. This fat cow is your lover? My condolences, Lily.
Very funny.
I am truly happy for you both.
There is something else. Remember I said that I didn't think they wanted to give me my harrowing? I know why. They're going to make me tranquil. They'll take everything that I am from me. My dreams, hopes, fears, my love for Lily. All gone.
It's better than dying. Let's see, that sounds terrible, but if you can't feel, then you can feel sad about it. What does that have to do with me? That sounds terrible, I guess.
They'll extinguish my humanity. I'll just be a husk, breathing and existing, but not truly living.
How did you find this out? How did you find out about this?
I saw the document on Gregor's table. It authorized the right on Jowan, and Irving had signed it.
Why would they do this to you?
There's a rumor about me. People think I'm a blood mage. They think that making me a circle mage will endanger everyone.
And are they right about it?
Of course not. But it's not safe here for me anymore. I need to escape. I need to destroy my phylactery. Without it, they can't track me down. We need your help. Lily and I can't do this on our own.
Give us your word that you will help, and we will tell you what we intend.
I don't know. What happens if you say no? But you can't just explain everything to someone?
If we tell anyone, Lily will be punished. If you care about what happens to me, help us.
I don't care what happens to you. Huh. You know, I don't know actually what happens if you decide not to help out Joanne. Okay, so basically nothing changes. I could turn him in, but then Irving just says, hey, go along with his plan so we could catch these two together. Let's see. Then I give you my word.
Thank you. We will never forget this.
Tell me your plan. So what do you intend to do?
I can get us into the repository, but there is a problem. There are 2 locks on the phylactery chamber door. The first enchanter and knight commander each hold 1 key. But it is just a door. There is power enough in this place to destroy all of Ferelden. What's a door to mages?
Are you suggesting we break through it?
I once saw a rod of fire melt through a lock. You could get one from the stockroom, but Owain doesn't release such things to apprentices.
I know what I have to do.
We should stay here. 1 mage at the stockroom will attract less attention than a mage, an apprentice, and an initiate.
Good idea.
Good luck. Our prayers go with you.
All right. Also, I forget that this game actually just takes a whole bunch of screenshots for some reason. Let's see if we can talk Owain into giving us a fire rod.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
Is that how you greet everyone?
Do you find my greeting disagreeable? I apologize, but I am not inclined to change it. Do you need something?
I need a rod of fire.
Rods of fire serve many purposes. Why do you wish to acquire this particular item?
I need the rod for my research into burning things. What can the rods be used for? Why do you need to know? What can the rods be used for?
Some mages require them for their research. Others merely want to light fireplaces.
I anticipate having to light a fireplace.
I will set down that you require the rod to deal with a personal matter. Here is the form, Request for Rod of Fire. Have it signed and dated by a senior enchanter. I will release a rod to you once I have the signed form.
I will be back shortly.
Thank you.
And I believe this leads to the issue. I can talk to Leora to get it signed.
Yes?
What's that door over there?
That leads to the Circle's cavern storerooms. There are caves running through the rock that the circle is built upon. But of course, you know this.
Can I look inside the cavern?
No, I can't let anyone in there just now.
Why?
There are just things in there that I would prefer to keep safe.
Keep safe. Aren't the circle stores meant to be used?
Yes, but I am in the midst of stock taking, checking inventory, and I can't let anyone in there in case they mess things up. Yes.
That sounds like a story that you just made up. So why are you out here and not in there?
Because I am taking a break. I hate the musty smell of caves, and Look, I'll tell you the truth. Just keep it to yourself. There is an infestation of spiders in the caves. I don't know how they got in there, but it's probably my fault. I was promoted to senior enchanter less than a fortnight ago, and I don't want anyone to find out. They'll think I'm incompetent.
If you sign this form, I'll deal with the spiders.
You need a rod of fire. Interesting. Well, your proposal sounds fair. Clear out the storerooms and I will sign your form.
All right, I'll do it.
Wonderful. Here is the key. Oh, and be careful in there. I'd really like to keep the damage done to the Circle's property to a minimum.
I mean, I'm sure whatever damage happened in there, it was probably the spiders. But whatever happens. Alright, let's save our game again. Remind ourselves what the spells are. How should I organize this? I suppose I can put healing down there. Magic... Arcane Bolt's probably going to be my bread and butter. Oh my gosh. Chain... Let's see, lightning is not bad. So actually, let's organize the spells via range. We've got long, medium, and short. Spirit Charm, eh? Oh. Did I encounter a locked object? I have no memory of seeing one. Oh, never mind. The locked object was the door. Which was meaningless statement because I had the key. Alright, 2 paths. Let's go down this one. We will probably find spiders soon enough. Like, hello. Let's, blast you with that. Some flames. Some lightning. Maybe. Eventually.
Ah, wonderful!
There we go. Giant spider dealt with. Nope, we're not healing. Excellent. Ah, hello. Nope. You know, eventually I'd remember my own remappings.
All right.
But I suppose that is not today. Or at the very least, it's not right now. Did I not pick up your health poultice that you probably have on you? And then some lightning, and then some fire. That's why I feel like it's a pretty good idea that when you're starting off as a character, it's a good idea to unlock moves first before you start upgrading any specific moves. That way you have a wider assortment of tools available to you, rather than have to sit around and wait for cooldowns. Ah, Fade Stridus. Are they any better than what I'm wearing now? The answer is kind of. They're +1 to magic. And whereas Buckle of the Winds is +3 defense. I'm gonna keep the +3 cunning. Why, hello, Cocoon. Oh no, hello. The spiders have acquired some private documents. Hello. Let us reposition ourselves. There we go. No. You jerk.
What's this?
Thank you, spiders, for not taking the opportunity to web me up, as that would have been very inconvenient. Let's put some of this lyrium potions on the hotbar, though. Some lyrium. Some health poultices? Maybe. Yeah. That way, at the very least, these things are available to me. Yeah, that's and that, I suppose, leaves a question, like, if she feels that it's her fault that spiders have gotten into the stockroom, how is it her fault? What could she have done to, prevent that? Either way, we have dealt with the spiders. That spider is not carrying any paraphernalia on its person, on its spider. Let us head back and turn in the quest. Why, hello, First Enchanter. Not First Enchanter, Senior Enchanter.
You're back. Are the spiders gone?
I've dealt with your infestation.
Oh, wonderful. You're a lifesaver. Now, where was that form you wanted me to sign?
Here it is.
Right. There you go. How's that?
Excellent, thank you. Just promise to keep those spiders away in the future.
Oh, I will. Thank you again.
Also, how are you less capable of dealing with the spiders than I am? I just became a mage. You're a senior enchanter. Alright, Owain. I have my signed form.
Welcome to the Circle's Stockroom
Oh my
of
gosh.
magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
See, there's a difference between having no emotion and having no concept as to who are the people who walk by you. Like, is that so dispirited to the point in which you behave more like a a menu on a form, a menu at a McDonald's, rather than an actual person to the point in which you even remember the people who have walked by. Here's the signed form for the Rod of Fire.
Everything looks to be in order. Here is the rod you requested.
Excellent. And I have to take it here. Oh no, I could just talk to First Enchanter Irving and turn him in. I'll think about whether I want to do that or not. In the meantime, got any suggestions for someone to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have yourselves a good night.